A workable action plan that will serve as a catalyst for Nigeria's fishing industry and its value chain is becoming more feasible with the review of the Sea Fisheries Bill and Fisheries Management Plan by industry experts at a workshop organized by EfD Nigeria and the Federal Department of Fisheries and Aquaculture to propel the fishing sector in Nigeria to have a fair share of the revenue that abound in the ocean. Joe Popola reports that the bill and other policy framework will be forwarded to the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy for necessary steps.
EfD Nigeria, a resource and environmental policy research center domiciled in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in its research indicates that Nigeria is not maximizing the full potential of its fishing industry despite being a littoral state. Many challenges of overfishing, open access, unregulated fishing and other unwholesome activities, part of which include the loopholes in the 32-year-old Act guiding the industry that is not in tandem with best practice. These industry experts reviewing the bill and fisheries management plan are working assiduously to help Nigeria achieve the low-hanging fruits in the industry, and the director of EfD Nigeria believes the legislative framework is the first priority.
When we became EfD Nigeria, for development Nigeria, we continue with the study looking at what refers to our fisheries performance indicators, which is a global way, of looking at fisheries. It was a multi-country study, and that gave a lot of information about the status of Nigerian fisheries, both artisanal and industrial, and that study helped to build into the Fisheries Bill, because we learned a lot in terms of economic, social, communities, relation and environment. And it gave us a lot of impetus.
Most of the teething problems bedeviling Nigeria's fishing industry have been tackled in Ghana, and the director EfD Ghana and other experts wants Nigeria to take a cue from their approach.
Fisheries is more important, or fish is more important than oil, than gold, because when you manage it well, your children will benefit from it. The children of your children will benefit from it. But you can only do effective management if you have data, if you know what you are managing. So effort must be made to invest in research and development around fisheries, gather the right data, and then employ experts to be able to analyze the data.
For the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, who was represented at the event, collaborative effort of all stakeholders and consensus reached will be given speedy implementation and consideration to create jobs and more revenue.
Because the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy is very passionate about ensuring that our marine resources are equitably exploited and harnessed for the benefit of its citizens. And that is why the ministry found it very important that we organize this stakeholder collaboration meeting with critical stakeholders in the fisheries sector to ensure that we get it right this time around. And because the Nigerian Fisheries Act has to be updated and reviewed.
If Nigeria takes this to the next level by accenting to the bill, we will be better off. Fish in itself is a low-hanging fruit to solve the problem of food security that we have been talking about. Is the low-hanging fruit, because if we sustain and manage our fisheries, we will be able to have fish every day throughout the year.
In their response, representatives of the Navy and other key players in the sector called for the sustenance of the efforts to revamp the fishing industry. The research and relevant data from EfD Nigeria stakeholders unanimously agreed should be treated with utmost seriousness by all relevant government agencies. In Lagos, Joel Popola, NTA News.